Greece crisis. EU negotiators in Athens for bailout talks. European negotiators have arrived in Athens to begin discussions about a third Greek bailout. Government officials are expected to meet representatives of EU creditors in the first high-level negotiations in the Greek capital since leftist Alexis Tsipras became prime minister. It comes after Greek MPs approved tough new conditions set by the EU lenders. It is unclear when representatives of the IMF will join the talks on the proposed Euros 86 billion pounds 60 billion bailout. The Washington-based International Monetary Fund wants Greece's debt burden to be reduced to a level it considers sustainable, but it faces resistance from reluctant European partners. Clearly it's a difficult path ahead. We're just at the beginning of the process, IMF spokesman Gerry Rice said. Greek negotiators are likely to begin by meeting representatives from the European Commission, European Central Bank (ECB) and European Stability Mechanism (ESM), the Eurozone's main bailout fund. Talks on the bailout package are expected to last a month. Tight capital controls, introduced at the end of June, remain in place to prevent a run on Greece's cash-strapped banks. Difficult compromise. PM Tsipras faced a backlash from MPs in his own left-wing Syriza party during two parliamentary votes on austerity measures required by the creditors in order for negotiations to start. But he secured Parliament's backing after a second crucial vote passed early on Thursday. The reforms debated this week included changes to Greek banking and an overhaul of the judiciary. All Greek to you. Greece's debt jargon explained would Brexit have been a better deal. How the Greek crisis is shaking the IMF to its core. Line last week, Greece passed an initial set of austerity measures, including tax rises and pushing back the retirement age. Mr. Tsipras has said that he is not happy with the measures imposed by creditors, but that his government was forced to choose a difficult compromise to avoid Greece exiting the Eurozone. The decision on more contentious measures, phasing out early retirement and tax rises for farmers, has been pushed back to August. Demonstrations have taken place on the streets of Athens against the bailout deal and trade unions have taken strike action. Greek debt graphic. On Wednesday, the ECB increased its cash lifeline to Greek banks by Euros 900 million, the second rise in a week. The IMF confirmed on Monday that Greece had cleared its overdue debt repayments of Euros 2.05 billion and was no longer in arrears. The repayments, which included Euros 4.2 billion to the ECB, were made possible by a short-term EU loan of Euros 7.16 billion. Greece's next major deadline is August 20th, when it must pay Euros 3.2 billion to the ECB, followed by a payment of Euros 1.5 billion to the IMF in September.